Okay, next we will discuss about the combination of resistances. Resistances can be combined into two forms, or say in three forms. Main are the two forms, in series and in parallel. Resistances can be connected in series as well as in parallel. And the third combination is mixed combination, in which the series and combination both work together. Now we will discuss about the combination of resistors, or say combination of resistances. Combinations of resistances. Resistances can be combined into two forms. One is series combination, another is parallel combination. One is series, one is parallel. Series combination and parallel combination. Now we will discuss about series and parallel combination. Series combination. These are two resistances. When these are connected, as you can see, these are two resistances. This is R1, this is R2, and these are connected as. Then the combination is said to be series combination, and this is also known as AND-to-AND combination. One end of this and one end of this, and these are connected as. Like a train, compartment of trains are combined in series combination, you can see. So what is series combination? The combination in which resistances are connected in series, means AND to AND. Resistances are connected AND to AND. This is series combination. Let R1, R2 and R3 are three resistances. Now we will combine in series combination, and this is the symbol for resistance: R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3. Now connect these resistances with a battery. Say we will apply any potential across the resistances. This is potential due to battery. This is resistance R1, R2, R3. The current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. This will be the direction of current. Let the potential applied is V and the current flowing is I. Then we can see here the potential is divided into three parts. Here it is V1, here it will be V2, and here it will be V3. Let the potential across R1 is V1 and potential across R2 is V2, potential across R3 is V3. We can see here the potential is divided into three parts: V1, V2 and V3. Here we can write is as V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Is it clear? and we know that V equals to IR from Ohm's law. We have seen this, V equals to IR from Ohm's law. Then what will be V1? V1 equals to IR1. I is the current flowing and R1 is the resistance. Here I is the current, R is the resistance, we can say. And here for R1, V1, if we find out to V1, I is the current flowing, R is the resistance. So V1 will be IR1 and V2 will be I is the current flowing and R2 is the resistance. V2 will be IR2. V3, what will be V3? Yes, write in comment box. I is the current flowing and R3 is the resistance. Then V3 will be IR3. Now we will put these values in this. Say in equation 1. What is V? V equals to IR. Okay, we are writing it here. And what is V1? V1 is IR1 and V2 is IR2 and V3 is IR3. Is it clear? So we will put these values in this equation. What is V1? V1 is IR1. IR1 plus. What is V2? IR2. IR2. What is V3? IR3. Here I is common in each term. I is in each term. So take it out common. IR will be I into R1. I is taken common out from here also. R2 from here also, R3, and cut I by I. Then what will be the net resistance? Means we can say the R total. It will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we can say that net resistance in the series combination will be sum of the individual resistances, where R is the resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. We can say that if you can show it by series, this is also right. Means resistance in series is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. We can say that net or say total resistance in series is equal to sum of individual resistances. These are the individual resistances, R1, another R2, another R3. Let's take a numerical from this. If R1 is given 2 ohm, R2 is given 4 ohm, R3 is given 6 ohm. Then what will be the net resistance? If this is 2 ohm, this is 4 ohm, this is 6 ohm, then find the net resistance. We can find out net resistance will be sum of the individual resistances, means R series equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3, or you can say net resistance will be 2 ohm plus 4 ohm plus 6 ohm, and this will be total 12 ohm. Is it clear? Have a look again. Series combination. When resistances are connected end to end, then the combination is said to be series combination. Let R1, R2 and R3 are resistances and these are combined in series combination. These are combined as end to end, like the compartments of a train. These are like the compartments of a train, first, second, third, and so on. Then if we apply potential difference V across these resistances, then potential difference is divided because these are connected in series. Here the potential will be V1, V2, V3, and this potential divided in these three parts. So it will be, means V will be total equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Find out V1. V equals to IR. We know from the Ohm's law. What will be V1? V1 will be I1 into R1. V2 will be I into R2. V3 will be I into R3. Put these all values in this equation. Here V equals to IR. V1 equals to IR1 and V2 equals to IR2, V3 equals to IR3. So take out the I common from each term. Here I is common and inside R1 plus R2 plus R3. Cut this I and I. Then resistance in series will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. It means we can say that the net resistance in series, is equal to the sum of individual resistances. Is it clear? If resistances are given as like in series combination, then if you have to find the net resistance, combine them all, then that will be the answer. Parallel combination. Let this is resistance R1, this is resistance R2 and this is R3. If right ends of all the resistances are connected to the one terminal of the battery and these left ends of the all resistances are connected to the one end of the battery, then the combination will be called as parallel combination. You can see now these are parallel. If these two ends are connected one terminal of the battery and these two ends are connected one terminal to the battery, then it will be said to be parallel combination. You can see here these are parallel, and connect all these from the one terminal of the battery, connect all these from the one terminal of the battery. Here is the battery, or say we are applying the potential. This is the battery. We can see here potential will be same because it is in parallel combination with its resistance. Here potential will be V, here potential will be V, here potential will be V. Means potential is same across all resistances in the parallel combination, and in series combination potential is divided into parts. We can say in parallel combination potential is same. If V is here in parallel combination, here is also V, here is also V, here is also V, means potential is same across each resistor. Now for current, the direction of current will be from positive to negative, The current I is flowing from the circuit. Okay. Next we can see that current is divided. Here current I is coming, it is going here, here and here. Then we can see that current is divided because here are three wires, you can say, and current flows like water. If I say that here is one pipe and water is coming inside this pipe, pipe, and this pipe is divided into 3 branches. Next, this water will be divided into 3 branches, and same for the current. Means if current I is flowing in this wire, then the current will also be divided into 3 parts like flow of water. It means we can say that it will be I1, I2, I3. So here is also same situation. Same situation is here. We can see the current will be divided into 3 parts. Here we can say I1, here I2, and here I3. Here potential remains same, but current is dividing. V equals to IR, we know. Then what will be I? I will be V by R. I will be V by R. And I is divided into 3 parts. So find out I1. What will be I1? V by R. V is same in its resistance. V by 4 resistance R1. Current is I1. I1 equals to V by R1. And I2 will be, potential is same across resistance R2. I3, potential is same across resistance R3. It is 4 parallel combination. V equals to IR, I equals to V by R. Then what will be I1? I1 will be V by R1 because potential is same for each resistor in parallel combination. So I3 is equal to V by R3. What will be the total I? We can see here I equals to, I is divided into 3 parts, so I will be equal to 1 I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 plus I2 plus I3. Put all these values. What is I? I is V by R. V by R. What is I1? V by R1. I2 V by R2. I3 V by R3. Take out common V. V is common out, 1 by R. V is taken as common out, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Cut V by V, and 1 by R, say in parallel, will be equals to R1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So in parallel, that net of resistance means this is the net resistance Rp, and reciprocal of this means reciprocal of total resistance will be equal to the resistance of reciprocal of individual resistances. We can say reciprocal of resistances of net resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocals of all resistances. You can see. Is it clear? We can see here reciprocal of total resistance is equal to reciprocal of all the resistances. Sum of the reciprocal, here R1 is the resistance, 1 by R1 is the reciprocal of R1, 1 by R2 is the reciprocal of R2. You can say, if these values are given, how will we find the net resistance? If this value is given, let take it, if this is given 2 ohm, this is given 2 ohm, this is given 2 ohm, let 2 ohm, its resistance having value 2 ohm, then find out the net resistance 1 by Rp equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 1 by Rp will be 2 is the LCM here 3 by 2, and find out the Rp means we have to find the resistance in parallel. Then what will be Rp? It will be the reciprocal 2 by 3 ohm. Is it easy or not? If yes, then comment in the comment box.